Hello everybody, and welcome to another build for my little town. This is the woodworking shop. So during the course of building the garden shop, I realized there's a lot of wooden statues in this game. And with the woodworking bench, which I was originally going to put in the garden shop, I was like, why not dedicate a whole store to it? I had, an idea of certain stores that I wanted in this build, but I still had a few empty slots. I was just like, you know what? We'll do a woodworking shop. And placing down the statues that can be created in the actual game, I found them in debug. When you put them down, they transform into different shapes. So I had to put them down several times in order to get all the different shapes. And each of the statues has about 3 variants, give or take. So I just basically plopped them down until I had all the variants I thought I could find out of it. And then I put them on the shelves for sale. And those are actually, I think they're like bronze, but they kind of look like wood. And so I put those little cat and dog statues in there. And then the little awards from the Scouts, I believe. I thought they would give a nice sort of, realistic touch. Like the person who runs this shop, has done woodworking all their life, and they've earned, little trophies of it in their little Scouts when they were a kid or whatnot. And then chucking some wooden crates. I shrunk them down, which I love those crates because when you shrink them down, they look the same. Whereas these ones from cats and dogs, when you shrink them down, their shadows do not shrink down, so they look very dark and they cast a big shadow. But I figured because it was on the lower level of the shelf, it's not that big of a deal that they are super dark, but it's supposed to be dark underneath the shelf. It's a dark corner of the shop, behind the counter. It's super dark and dingy. So I basically went through the entire catalog, grabbed anything that looked like it was made out of wood and put it in here to sort of, catalog and show everything that this woodworking sim can build. It's a pretty short video today. It was a really not exactly easy to build per se, but I have done it a few times because, again, it was in the days where my computer was completely unstable and I had to build it a lot. I think I built this one twice before my computer didn't crash and corrupt the footage. So it didn't take me too long. I learned my lesson and sort of stopped halfway through and then saved and then started the recording again so I wouldn't lose any footage. But yeah, I really love that little boat. It's so expensive, but it's one of my favorite items in the game. Whenever I have rich sims, I always buy it and put it on like the dining table. I don't know why. But yes, grabbing anything that looks like it's remotely made out of wood, all the stuff from Island Living, which I thought is super cute. I would love to have something handcrafted like that in my home. And I really wanted to keep the outside wall brick. I don't know why, it just felt right. But I also wanted the walls to be wood because it also felt right with the fact that it was a woodworking shop. And I needed more clutter because the store was feeling a little bit empty and I wanted this place to feel very cluttered. So I went and I got all the recolors for those chests. Maybe that's, this sim's specialty in making little, ornate chests in all different sizes. So I shrunk some down. I kept some similar. And I thought it worked out nice. I do put down a rug in this place, which I changed later because I realized I used it in the library, sort of bookshop. So I changed that into a different thing. You'll see it in the screenshots. It's a completely different rug. But we're not there yet. Right now we are cluttering up the walls, finding some more wooden working stuff. I like the Christmas decorations, Gotta have that seasonal stuff. And then that little lumberjack dude is my favorite. I feel like he's the epicenter of this whole build. So I put him right on the counter. And because he was sort of hovering, if I brought him down to where his base was in the actual counter, looks like he's standing there and he's not floating. And I love it. And I even used the lamp from Sulani because it looks like it's made out of wood as well. And then I took, because it was a little bit dark, I hid a light underneath it. And then I shrunk down some of the sort of outdoor post lights and put them around the shop to look like, little miniature outside lights like that. And it just gave it a little bit more of a cuter feel, and I thought that was a great idea. And that's where we're coming to an end. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please leave it with a like and subscribe if you want to see more. I post a video every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. There is a playlist containing all the other past videos and future ones to come of this entire build process of the little town. And you can get it on the gallery under the origin ID StefanyRed, same as it is on YouTube. And you can also see me stream live on Twitch under AG StefanyRed. But again, thank you so much for watching and have an amazing day.